Alright, here we go, here we go. In the spaceship, in the satellite of love here. I'm Dan B of the Game Beaters. As you can see, I have no co-host tonight, and that is because Iowa is under an extreme snowstorm right now. There's like 7 feet of snow out there. It's crazy. It's not 7 feet, but it's probably over a foot. So, yeah, it's just me. Just me tonight. Hope you can deal with that. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity to play some Neo Geo Pocket games, because the core was just released on the Analogue Pocket. It seemed like a lot of fun. I've never really messed with the Neo Geo Pocket, even though I have one. I have one right up here. And I got a couple games. Barely ever played it. I don't even know why I have it, to be honest. Well, I do know why I have it. It was donated to me by a friend. But yeah, I never really got into it. And seemed like a good opportunity to play some Neo Geo games. Or at least Neo Geo Pocket games, because they have their own little thing going on, right? I see Rudin mentioned Pac-Man, and I believe all of their stuff, like Pac-Man, they got a Sonic on there, they got a Mega Man, and they're all specific to their console. So, we'll check it out. It should be a good time. And then, usually we talk about the news on here. The one news item I did see today, which is kind of cool, is Nintendo delisted a bunch of games for the Switch. They said they're going to go out of print, which means generally it's the end of the Nintendo cycle, right? And so once they put these games out of print, they start up their new like Nintendo Selects or Nintendo Best ofs. And they start releasing different versions of the game for cheaper. So we might be seeing that coming pretty soon. But it's a big, long list of like 20 games. So that should be pretty cool. We'll see what actually happens there. But that's kind of the big rumor right now. And it seems to check out if you look at Nintendo's past history. So let's see who's up here in the chat. We got CPR. Good to see you, CPR. I assume that's Chris. How you doing? And then we got Grey Wide North. What's up, Jason? How you doing, Jay? Rudin's up here. Hope we see some Pac-Man. Yep, I was just talking about that. And then, what else we got going on in the chat here? You guys are talking about me taking off my shirt. I mean, I got a shirt under here, so you wouldn't see much. You'd see a comic book character under here. Yaira, I believe. From the Isam comics. Let's see, we got... Would love to get a good intro so I can understand CPR. Oh yeah, you guys want me to write an intro? I've had some ideas to write some intros before for different channels. I wouldn't mind giving it a shot. So, hey, what's up? Thanks for the sub there, Aquatic Solstice. We're getting a lot of new subs today probably because of the video I put out yesterday, the Nintendo top 10 Nintendo homebrews to play. That did really well for our channel last year, and what a fantastic thing to do well, right? Because it gets the names out of it's got like 85,000 views or something, and it gets the names of those homebrew games out there. More people know about these homebrew games, the bigger the homebrew scene can get, and it just keeps piling on itself. So I hope to keep spreading the word as well as possible. But yeah, so I appreciate the subscription. We might break 4,000 subs this month. I hope so. That'd be badass if we could. We've been at this for a long time now. It's been, I think we started in 2017, I want to say. So, been doing pretty good. Maybe even 2016. I'm not sure. But, yeah. We're still slogging along here. Snowmageddon says, Rudin, it is crazy out there, dude. I know Boots, he had to go pick up Lady Boots today, and he said that it was so treacherous he couldn't he couldn't possibly come over here. So, and I don't blame him. Not one bit. CPR had a Neo Geo Pocket. It had Metal Slug. I bet that's pretty cool on Pocket. I like the Metal Slug games. I need to play more of them. You know, just the standard like run and gun. It's like Contra, but a little more maybe accessible than Contra even. I don't know. Metal Slug's a cool series that it gets like a lot of praise, but maybe not enough. And maybe not enough for me. What up, Evil Dan? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you here, man. Great White North's not 100%. Losing his voice. Will be lurking. Right on, dude. Although you don't have to talk in here. You can just type. but maybe you do that text-to-speech thing. That speech-to-text. Where you're talking. I do that all the time. Talking to my phone. And then it comes out ridiculous and stupid. And you're like, I didn't say that. But it sent it. I always get in trouble. Like the time I said, you're welcome. And it said, "Your elf come." And I'm like, I did not write "your elf come." I wasn't calling you a name. I wasn't calling you elf come. Anyway. Got the, what else we got here? Evil Dan has survived Snowmageddon. Barely. I saw we were talking today, Evil Dan and I, while he was working, and it did not sound good. It didn't sound good out there. Freak4, what's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, if you're up to it, DB, yeah, I'm up to it. I'm up to it, baby. I could do it. You know, I don't know what I would do. You know, I might. I mean, you're the Great White North, and they already have a song. You know, the SCTV skit, but maybe we can improve upon that. Maybe we can bring it into the modern age. Gonna work on some intro music myself, possibly. That'd be cool. Yeah, if you need some help with that, if you get something going and you're like, hey, what can you do with this? Let me know. Well, maybe we'll collaborate. Evil Budman Dan can't be stopped by stupid snow, says Evil Dan. It was 2017, like July or September. We started in August, so you started a month before after we did. Okay, so it was 2017. Right on. 4G coming soon, bruh. Oh, yeah, more symptoms. Okay, I see. SCTV skit. That's how I know Great White North. Is the old SCTV skits. I would watch those all the time. That was a great show with like John Candy, Eugene Levy, Rick Moranis, just all these awesome people. The McKenzie brothers. That's right. Drums and music is like my only hang-up. Oh, like you can't play them, or you can't get them to where you like them, that kind of thing. You had a blast on my first Freak show, almost 10 months, Adventure Lolo on NES. I actually came in and watched some of that, Freak. After the fact, I saw you were streaming. I woke up in the morning. I was like, oh, Freak streamed last night, and I was checking out some of it. You weren't wearing a shirt, and it was getting quite the you're getting quite the reaction for it. Back off, Wozer. Been rewatching Kids in the Hall. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Kids in the Hall is great too. Alright, guys. I'm going to fire up the old Analogue Pocket here. We're going to get into a couple games. And kind of just see what this is all about. And this is like, you gotta get in here, and because this is in beta still, the way you gotta run this is like, it's just weird. You gotta like load the cartridge, get this screen to come up, hit select, reload the cartridge, and then it works. I don't know why. That's just the instructions that the dev said. Because, it's like I said, it's in beta, is why. But here we go. We're going to try Baseball Stars. What's up, Serge? How you doing? Welcome. Uh-oh. Come on, Baseball Stars. Well, he did say some of the games don't work, so... But... I tried Baseball Stars and it did, and it's on the list of games that work. You remember that jingle? Yeah. Okay. I probably just hit the wrong button here. What's up, Kyle G? Welcome. Yeah, we got the jingle going. You jingling, baby. Oh, man. Maybe Baseball Stars don't work. Try something else. Try this version of Baseball Stars, basically. We're gonna hear that jingle a lot. Nope. Big Bang Pro Wrestling. We'll see, no big deal, Analogue made a Neo Geo portable. Did they? Man, nothing's loading here. I must be doing something wrong here. Let me reload the core. I haven't messed with this too much. Like I said, I just hooked it up. I tried to see if Baseball Stars worked. It worked. And that's about as far as I got. Oh, and I played Bust a Move for a second too. Let's see if Bust a Move works. Did you load the cores correctly? Yeah, everything should be loaded correctly. Like I said, I've tried it. I just it worked before the stream. Maybe it doesn't work on okay. That's working now. Damn, no Baseball Stars. Well, I think it'll work. Like I said, I got it to work earlier. Survivor. You know, I don't know how to play this game. Bust a Move. I mean, like, I was just learning as soon as I played like two minutes of it just to test this whole thing. And it looks like you just kind of match the balls. But I can't see this being very fun to, like, watch at home. Like, nobody goes to a Bust a Move stream and is like, hey, that was an action-packed Bust a Move stream. Did you see that? Oh, they don't... The other game I was playing had lines so you could tell what you're doing. And this is kind of like, you gotta guess. Oh, man. Of course, I don't have... Go here, maybe? Put that there. So, I mean, this is... You know, what are you gonna do about this game? There's not much to say. It's Bust a Move. It's got the guys from Bobble in it. I am losing here. What's up, Retro Ryan? What's up, Dave? Jingle my balls. Good to see you both. Oh man, I stuck that in the wrong spot. Oh, things just fly up from the ground too? That's cool. But we'll see what else we can get running. Damn it. I know Rudin wanted to see some Pac-Man, so we'll get some Pac-Man going for sure. I mean, I could see where this game would be fun. Like, I'm kind of addicted to it right now. If you haven't noticed, I've been kind of like, yeah, I don't like this game, yeah, it's not very fun, oh, yeah, I'm still playing it. Heck yeah, look at this, I'm a baller at this game. Oh, my dude's freaking out, though. It's alright, my dude. We got this. This music's almost like Pac-Man. Not quite there, though. Look at that. Don't freak out, buddy. We got this. Maybe not. There's nowhere to stick this. That's what she said. I don't know. I don't know much. Alright, we've seen this game. It's cool. But, load something else up, right? So I'm pretty sure you have to quit every time and then restart it up. We're gonna try this Baseball Stars one more time. No Dick tonight. Nope, no Dick tonight. He's stuck at home due to the snowstorm. Come on, Baseball Stars. Dan B, do you have a color version? No, the color version isn't out yet. He's only got the black and white version working. So, I know he's working on the color version, and some people have access to it, but I do not. Had to mess with the internet extender. Oh, that sounds kinky. Danby, please don't annoy me. Or ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. I was just playing the game. This game is great. You like this one, Kyle? I don't think it's bad. I had fun with it. It's a little weird in black and white, though. Like, I could see it being a lot more accessible in color. What other games are on the list of known working titles? Let's see here. Just going to open my handy-dandy little guide. Let's see. Bust a Move Pocket, Crash Roller. Or Crush Roller. I don't know what Crush Roller even is. We'll try it. Had a color Neo Geo Pocket. So do I. That's the one I have, is the color one. You gotta put in this every time. I'm guessing there's not like RAM to save that stuff yet. Never had one. They weren't that popular, that's the thing. It's like, I know they were fairly cheap. They were like $100, $80, something like that. Dark Arms sound was rad. Yeah, we'll try that one. Alright, this monkey's got a banana. Something just came up and bit the monkey. Alright. Let's see how it goes. New game. What's collection? Ojama collection. Oh, you're collecting like Pokemons? Gotta catch them all? The Slinky Cat. Go, go, go! Where are you? Says Slinky Cat. I'm Slinky. I'm the Slinky Cat. Oh man, what is happening? What's the object here? I don't get it. Am I just running away from these guys? Oh, I'm covering the board. I get it. It's like Pac-Man, but reverse, right? Like you gotta cover the whole board. And those are the ghosts. Like instead of eating things, you're covering. This cat's laying some tracks. Oh, I died. Okay. So it's just your typical maze. Perfect for a pocket game. Get that paw. Well, what haven't I eaten yet? The whole board looks covered. Am I wrong? Is the board not covered here? What am I missing? Oh man, they're after my ass. If you guys know what I'm missing, that'd be great. Apparently I cleared it. Something there. I don't know what happened. I got blimped by Lucas and traded mine to him for some game system mods. Oh man. I think they're still fairly cheap, aren't they? I don't remember anyone growing up having anything Neo Geo related. Yeah, I mean, I wanted a Neo Geo, and I had arcades I could go to, play Neo Geos, but I didn't know anybody that had one. You had to be rich. They were like $699 when they came out. Hey, what's up, chum? And you're welcome for the care package. I mean, you want it, so happy to send it. Hope the shirt fits. All right, that was Crush Roller. Apparently, we're gonna try the next game. We're gonna try that Dark Arms. There's not that many games for the Neo Geo Pocket because it flopped after a year. Let's see. Dark Arms, the Beast Buster. Where's my care package? It's in my pants, buddy. That package will take care of you. Oh, I'm just kidding. No, Chum Nasty won a. We had a giveaway a couple streams ago. Which reminds me, I do have a game to give away at some point. We'll probably do like a big stream. Maybe for the anniversary of the channel, I'll give away a bunch of games. Like 10 games or something crazy, and we'll see what happens. You didn't get one either, Great White North? Didn't know Neo Geo was a thing outside the arcade. Still, like to this day you didn't know? This looks pretty cool. Look at this. The hunt begins. Is this like a Story mode versus mode option. Huh. Is this like a RPG? Damn, he just sank into the floor. Once upon a time, there used to be a group of people called Beastbusters, specialists in mysterious phenomenon happening which cannot be explained by science. It is said among the Busters that there was a book called The Contract of Darkness, and that it contains information on how to acquire an indestructible weapon which enables them to defeat the people of the darkness. It is said that recently one of the Busters... Alright, I couldn't read it. You have to be like a speed reader. I will help you now. All creatures in this world call me Master. Now, tell me what your name was in the world you came from. And let me tell you, I'll get you, Gadget. He's not gonna ask me twice. Alright. I ain't gonna tell you twice, buddy. My name's Dan. No, you know what my name is? My name is... That's my name, Donger. You need something, you talk to the Donger. It's in my pants. That was a fun night. Yeah, you were here. You heard it here, folks. 1999. Wow, later than I thought this was going to be. Does it look... I mean, it's still 90s. But yeah, and like, by 2000 we had PlayStation, right? So we already had like 3D games and stuff. Okay. That's not your enemy there. Go to the graveyard, darkness. Bring me back the seed of the statue. Goddess of darkness. Get some food as well. Give the seed and make a weapon. Now I'm out of here, buddy. We're done talking. Some zombies here. Man, their barf is nasty. Oh, your gun runs out of power. Got him. That's awesome. I want 20 games. I need to one up. Just kidding. I have too many games now. I tried it on, but the light gray one fits perfect. Awesome. Oh, you haven't tried it on. Donger. My wife said I was immature, so I told her to get out of my fort. You guys like Donger, huh? F you, Nightbot. Looks more like 89. I got my in like 2000 or 2001 and got it cheap. It was a disappointment, honestly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I got mine, they gave me like 3 games, and it's like, yeah, these are alright. I don't know. I wasn't too like impressed. It didn't seem bad. Well, I guess I got what I needed to get here. Oh, you can hold the button down for rapid fire. Ah! This game ain't bad. I mean, there's not much to it. But, you know, it's 1999, you got this handheld. You're on a train or something. Could be alright. 45 experience. Alright, back to the master house. Now what? Well done. Oh man, it's like some RPG. Select what you wish to grow. Well, my name is Donner. I would like to grow something down there, but we'll grow this thing. John fucking Zoidberg. What's up, Pabst? Game beater tonight. That's me. I'm the one. The one for tonight, anyway. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I gave Zombie my food? What? Wow. What is happening? Well, this game could be cool. I mean, I could see it. This kind of game is like, if you had a lot of time, it could be fun. Let's see what else we got here. Mahjong, nah. Cotton, Fantastic Night Dreams, that could be cool. So all these, none of these work. Cotton works. Oh, I forgot. I have to quit the core and restart it. So what do we got here? We got Neo Geo Pocket. I don't know if you guys ever played the Cotton games, but they vary in quality, but generally they're pretty decent. So I have high hopes for this. I only really played Metal Slug. I had Pac-Man and like one other game. Forget what it must be. I forget what it was. It must have sucked. Yeah, maybe. I should see what I have. I honestly don't remember. What I can remember about Neo Geo Pocket as a guy in his late teens was, as soon as it came out, it felt like months later there was a color version. That's the thing, is from what I read, it was barely out a year before they dumped it in for the color one. So it's kind of like didn't really have a chance. I only owned a Neo Geo Pocket Color for a couple years. A friend stole me his with the Neo EverDrive for 175, I think. Oh wow. Now that I have an Analogue Pocket, I guess I don't really need it, but it's a cool thing to have. Yeah, it's funny because I'm like that too, where it's like I have a Neo Geo. I mean, I have an Analogue Pocket. I have a Mister. I have a computer that I can emulate anything on. I have a Steam Deck, and yet I still want all the original hardware too. I still want the. I mean, I don't have everything. I don't have a Game Boy or any of the Game Boy series at all. But I have like Nintendo, Sega's, all those things. And it's like there's something about just having the hardware, just having the real thing. I like it. I don't even need that many cartridges. I'm happy with like an EverDrive and a Nintendo. But I do have a good amount of Nintendo cartridges. But that's what I'm saying. I'm going to give away some. I think I'm going to put some up on Mad Little Pixels site too. I'm going to start selling off a bunch of games, I think. Because nobody needs this many games. I'm never going to play all these. Never. So, might as well get a little cash. Maybe I'll give away some for good measure, you know. Good karma. And, yeah, just keep moving on, I suppose. Dark Arms started out rad, but it looked pretty damn confusing. Yeah, it was too much exposition, right? Too much, like, gotta read this and figure out that. Which is fine if you're in the right headspace. Mine was blue and urban camo. That's what I have too. Maybe it's gray, but it's definitely a camo colored. I might as well just grab it, just so you could see. Oh, I thought it was right here. Here it is. I found it. I'll show you guys real quick. So we got a Neo Geo Pocket. It's the blue camo. I don't know if this is the one you had, CPR. But it's got a cartridge in there. We got Dark Arms in there. That's great. And then I have Samurai Shodown 2 and the manual for Samurai Shodown 2. And that looks like all I have. I thought I had a third game, but I guess not. Takes 2 batteries. Got them right here. Yep, that's the one. Right on. Yeah, we'll go back to the other screen here. The only handheld I don't have is Lynx and Wonder Swan. Wouldn't mind having them. Yeah. You know, I actually did have a Game Boy and a Game Gear, but both of them had the screens burnt out, and I sold them both on eBay for parts. And they sold, surprisingly. I just put them up at like $1 for parts, and they both sold for like, I think the Game Gear sold for like $45 just for parts. And, you know, I even said that in the description. I wasn't trying to be sneaky about it or nothing. You know, you don't want to tarnish your name. But, yeah, I like having those things. I wish I'd still get them. If I came across them and had a good deal on them, I would nab all that stuff. The thing I really want right now, though, that's the main number one thing on my list, which has been on there for 3 years now, is the TurboGrafx 16. I want to get one. I've been offered a few, but they've always been like right above my threshold for what I want to pay. I don't want to pay $300 for one. So it's a tough thing. I have like 12 Game Boys. If you want one, you should have said something. Oh, well, maybe we'll make a deal, CPR. I have the Cotton game on PS4. It was a lot of fun. However, I beat the game quickly. Yeah. I think Freak 4, they're meant to be like quick arcade experiences kind of thing. Do you have Game Boy games? I do have a few. I have Tetris and some flight game. And I have a game called I have a couple homebrews that people have sent me. That I've played them on the Analogue Pocket, so it's not like they're not getting played. But yeah, I've got a few. Taking my game collection to the grave. I know. I've heard you're gonna have like a tomb of games with you, DJ Rudin. I don't have a ton of NES games, but they're all CIB. Oh, that's pretty cool. You have the see-through black and CPR. That's the one you have. Okay. Solo stream? Yeah, it's a solo stream tonight, Slayer. Too snowy out for the other game beaters to get here. So it's just me. Gotta deal just me. I know. Disappointment. There's a big market for broken stuff people refurbish and put on new screens. Yeah. Yeah, I figured. I hoped whoever got it could use it, put it to good use, and make it so it wasn't junk. Because it was just sitting in my house for months. I had got it in a... I work at a place where there's apartment buildings, and someone moved out and left a bunch of stuff behind, and those were in that. So, good game. Oh, GG are pretty easy to recap and add. Game Gears are pretty easy to recap and add new LCD. Yeah, I've heard that. I kind of suck at soldering. That's a skill I'd like to get better at, to be honest. And I bought a solder gun, and I was trying to make guitar pedals, because that's pretty easy. You're just wiring a few circuits together and soldering stuff, but man, I was so sloppy. And I ruined like 3 boards trying to make a guitar pedal, and I just gave up. But I think I need a better solder gun, I think, and then maybe just learn to use it better. So... Actually, I had a pickup today. Haven't had many in the past year. World's a mess and bills are way tighter than they were a few years ago. Shinobi 3. Right on. Yeah, I hear you about bills and inflation and all that fun stuff. It's the best it's ever been. Economy's great, apparently. But I have a clear blue 2DS purchased, knowing I'd give to replace the. Oh, you'd have to replace the screen. Right on. That's something I would not want to replace the screen on, is like a 3DS. It's probably not that hard. Right? A lot of screens are just kind of drop in. Like you drop in and they just have like basic things you plug in, drop it in. But I know some of like the new, like some of those LCD screens, you have to like rewire. Like if you want like a backlit Game Boy one, you have to like rewire it to the power and stuff like that. I'm stoked to dabble in Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Sega platforms with the recent Retron 5 HD. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool you got that, Freakafor. Was Lolo the first opportunity you got to play that? That you played with it? That was my issue. I needed better solder gun tips. Makes a world of difference. That's what I'm saying too, because I had a friend. I also had a guitar that needed fixed, right? And I couldn't solder it. Just the jack came unsoldered, and I'm like, I can't solder this. And my friend, who does soldering for a living, came over, and he went to solder it, and he's like, "Man, your soldering gun sucks." But he got it done. But yeah, apparently you can't just buy like a cheap ass solder gun and do well. So that makes sense. How much would you pay for a TurboGrafx 16? I mean, what at Midwest Gaming? I was trying to keep it under 200, and the cheapest I saw was 250, and I just couldn't do it. Just could not do 250. Mad Little Pixel was selling one. It was a Core Graphics with the EverDrive and a converter to convert to what do you call it? HDMI to RGB. It was RGB modded or whatever. And he wanted 300 for it, and I was like, man, that's such a good deal. I was this close to pulling the trigger on it. But I really want a TurboGrafx, not a Core Graphics. Shred has a loose ground. You want a TurboGrafx for free? What? Along with Double Dragon 2 and Life Force on NES. Right on. Right on. That's cool. I see a couple of 200s on Marketplace by me. Really? I might have to send you some money there, Slayer. I sold my Core Graphics with SSD, S3, HD Retrovision cables when I bought the Mister. Yeah, I know. It's really hard. That's why I don't want to pay over 200, right? Because it's like I have a Mister. I have this that I'm playing on, which plays all the TurboGrafx games I could ever want. I just want the system for nostalgia's sake. It's really weird. I just want that nostalgia factor of it. My friend owns an arcade where he's soldering all the time. That's cool. I bet he would be soldering all the time. He doesn't own Galloping Ghost, does he? Mad Little Pixel's awesome. I love his reviews. Yeah, I like Mad Little Pixel a lot. He's real, right? He's always real. Anytime I've probably, I don't know him, but anytime I've dealt with him and stuff, he's been real. He's been cool. It's just a real dude. Yeah, I feel the same with TurboGrafx 16 and Master System. I have ways to play these, but having those are baller, right? Yeah, it's just something about having the systems. What's up, Ultra Maximus? Good to have you here. Dan, have you looked at the Analogue Duo? It's Turbo CD. Yeah, I've looked at it. I've thought about getting it, but I just don't. I just don't see the reason. It's cool that it plays burned CDs, though. I like that. I think that, you know, I like the idea and concept, but I think I would rather just collect the parts to get the real thing. I know it's weird. It's just something in my brain that wants that specific nostalgia. You need Donger brand soldering guns for the best tips. I think you're right about that. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Game froze. No! Alright, we're backing out. Try again without going to the to that screen and putting in extra lives. You don't, apparently it doesn't want you to cheat and give yourself 5 guys instead of 3 in the options. Where was it? F. It's like Fantastic Night Dreams, yeah. Bought tons of stuff from them over the past 6 or 7 years. Always fair, for sure, dude. I agree. Same experience here. No, he supplies arcades with machines surrounding a tumla area. Oh, that's cool. One day, a dark undulation interfered with the prism of brightness and started to absorb light around the world. Soon after, the dark nights remained and people lived day in, day out with great anxiety. They didn't know how to wake the sleeping morning, but there was one witch who was not interested in this everlasting night at all. What she wanted was a willow, which she loved very much. What? This story makes no sense. Please help us. Our world was invaded by monsters of darkness. Please get rid of them and restore our world. Please listen to me. Where are you going? Where the fuck you going? Get back here, man! This story's ridiculous. Let's go. Alright, we got bombs. And we got straight ahead. Oh. So this little fairy helps you shoot? Okay. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, but I can shoot things. That's always fun. Alrighty. What the? This is not... Okay. I thought these things couldn't get destroyed at first. Give me that stuff. Oh. This does like a triple shot if you hold it just right. So if you time it, you can get off more shots. Interesting. You know, guys, I don't know about you, but I've never been a fan of like bullet hell games, but lately I've really been enjoying shooters and bullet hell games. It's really weird for me. 'Cause I'm more of a platformer guy. Like action stuff, like Mega Man and things like that. I want to catch up with you guys, but there's no pause on this. So, but I'll be there in a minute. Oh God! Remember I said I like bullet hells? I was kidding, apparently. Oh man. Maybe don't go down there and shoot. Got him. What am I doing? What am I collecting? Are some of these bad and some of them good and I'm just getting everything? Oh right. She looks like she's holding a... What is she holding there next to her mouth? Is there candy up there? What is happening? I'm gonna eat you. I'll eat it. Oops. No! What are you doing? Maybe you want to steal it, don't you? No, I don't. If you collect 7 willows in different colors, they turn into one big and great willow. What? A big and great willow? This is so stupid, you guys. Oh, man. It's so stupid that I actually kind of enjoying it, but I think that's the end of my run here. I'm gonna catch up with you guys here. Trust me, I wish I didn't have this sickness. It's like my whoopee. Scroll back up just a little bit here. I know it doesn't make any sense owning these things like OG hardware. It's like the mental investment of the things that you love. It's hard to explain to a non-collector. Yeah, you're right, Pabst. CPR says, yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Not a fan of Analogue, but I'm thinking of getting that one. I hear you. The least headaches. Yeah, I mean, Analogue's okay. They're not like, I don't hate them as bad as a lot of people hate them. Obviously, I like the Analog Pocket. I think it's a good product. As a company, they're... Yeah, I could take or leave them. If someone else made the same product, I don't think it'd be that big of a difference. I was watching your top 10 23 NES homebrews. The story source totally Princess Bride. I agree, Ultra Maximus. And actually, I did a review on it earlier. Like, this is like the best of last year. But I covered it in a video last year, and was my conclusion too, was it's the Princess Bride. I mean, the first boss is Andre the Giant. It's just, it is. And the creators did not disagree with me when I asked them about it, so... Dan, I'm not being gay, but you are a handsome fellow, sir. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Gay or not, I appreciate a compliment. Is the TurboGrafx rare because every post says rare console? I guess so. I mean, it's only rare because people didn't really, no one had one. They weren't buying them. I remember when they were being sold in stores for like next to nothing because no one was buying any. Oh, you guys are saying I'm handsome. That's pretty cool, y'all. I'm sure you're all handsome too. It's not gay to me to tell another man he's good looking. Either way, like I said, it's all good. TurboGrafx had the bad luck to play third wheel to the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo, even though it had exclusives like Splatterhouse. I agree, and welcome, GamePro Delta. Yeah, I mean, that is why Boots and I, back in the day, got a TurboGrafx. We rented it for like a week or something, and we wanted to play Splatterhouse. That was like the thing, and Bonk and stuff like that, but Splatterhouse was the main attraction. Did you break the chat? Probably. Played any Raiden games? I don't know what that is. Maybe I have, but I don't know. Guy's asking $200 for Turbo with Keith Courage, offered $150. Right on. What's up, old DG? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Getting my list of games that work so we don't go through the ones that don't. The next one is Faselei, whatever that is. This Faselei, I don't know what that. It's probably some weird pronunciation that I just don't know about. That's a good deal though. If you can get it for $150 and it's not like beat to hell, it's a good deal. That's all I'm saying. The thing with Analogue is people complain about shipping, but I think about this. See what Terra Onion says. Say Neo SD or the SSD 3 Pro. These things cost like $350 to $550. Analogue Pocket until recently was only $220. The cheapest you can get a Mister for with no options is like $240, so they price fair. Yeah, I mean, I get the shipping thing too, and it is weird. I think they're making you pay, like they import it and bring it to California, I believe, and then they ship it out from California. But I think they're making you pay for the whole import, and there's the whole like you're buying from a bank that's not in the country, and there's like fees there. Slayer, you should offer him a handy. Man, this has got voice. This is crazy. It's got a full song. Woo! Sexy girl. This is so fast, how can you even see what's going on? Man, animation, everything. There's probably no game here. But wow, we had a whole crazy opening there. Don't forget about Pac-Man. We'll hit up Pac-Man, Ruden. We'll do that next, in fact. I want all the Bonk games. Yeah, dude. Bonk is the way to go, I think. If you're getting a TurboGrafx. I know some of them are pricey, though. Name, show. Nope, not today. Today we're the donger. It's just how it is. No show for us, we're donger. Codename, show. Show enough. That's my code name. What is all this? King Harmer assassinated. Oh, the way that font is, looked like it said ass. Oh, can you skip this? What's going on? I mean, I'll give this credit. Like, look at whoever like made this game. They spent some time on the graphics. They wanted it to look graphically impressive. I've been bored stiff lately. Help me out with that, would you, Spy? Let's see here. We got... Just catching up with you guys in the chat. I want all the Bonk games, yep. John Riggs did a review on that Analog TurboGrafx. I think they missed out on being able to play homebrews. No, actually, if you looked... I saw that video, and if you looked at his comments, he said, update, I just wasn't pushing in the homebrew game hard enough. And I thought it was weird when it didn't play because, like, I watched, I think, My Life in Gaming, and they did it, and homebrews seemed to work fine. So... Yeah, it was a user error on that video, I'm pretty sure. TurboGrafx 16 is rare because they sold horribly in America. Right. The failure in America has everything to do with poor timing and marketing. Yep. Yeah, and Sega happened to have really good marketing at the time. Otherwise, there was no way they were beating Nintendo. The marketing, I think, is what actually... Sega had good games, but their marketing really is what killed it for them. And I mean killed it in a good way. If you can get TG16 with cables, controller, and a cover, and it works, and it's in decent shape for less than 200, you're winning. I agree. Will Chum, you're gonna offer him a handy? Better get $100 off if you're doing that. I mean, this is a gamer you're going after, right? And everybody knows we're gross. The recently released Turbo Analog sounds about right for the price, given the original TurboGrafx and Mini average at least $250 now. It makes sense, but I mean those are officially licensed products, and the Turbo Analog is, I mean, I wouldn't say it's official, right? So there's always that factor of like, did the official company put it out? Oh, then it's worth more. You know, just on the merit that it's an official product. You know, it's like buying a bootleg Mario. It's never worth the same as a real one. Well, in some cases, it's probably worth more than the real one. You know, like you're not going to get a bootleg Mario for cheaper than, say, the NES Mario Duck Hunt, you know, which are like $1 to $5 everywhere. If I remember correctly, this game looks promising, but is forgettable. Well, it does look promising, doesn't it? So would you feel better paying $20 shipping and paying $300 to $500 for the Pocket? Because people clearly would pay it, seeing what scalpers give them. Yeah. I can't say I'd feel better about it. I mean, I'm not unhappy with my purchase, so I'm happy with the way it went. I'm not going to complain about it. You know, it was my choice. I'm like... I always find it weird when people... like... you know, judge you on your choice for what you decide to do with your money. But... and I get it. They're just projecting what they would do. Trying to get Alex in here. That'd be cool, dude. If you can get Alex up in here. Dan B. Raiden is a Bullet Hell series. There's 4 or 5. Oh, good to know. Good to know. What is it for? Is it just like a across the board kind of series? Can you hear me, Donger? You know the way, right? Hummer is talking to Donger, by the way. I just want to point that out, that this is Hummer talking to Donger. That's funny. This song goes hard. Metal Slug. Okay, we'll do Pac-Man. I don't know if Metal Slug's on the list. Yes, it is. Metal Slug First Mission on the list. So we'll do those two next, because we are running out of time. The Orchid can't go any closer to the target, and we can't provide any covering for fire. Roger, Hummer. I hear ya. Thanks, Show Enough. Don't worry, I'll complete the mission. Headed out to dinner, just want to drop by and say howdy. Everyone have a great week. You too, Ultra Maximus. Catch you later. Dave says, when the Neo Geo Pocket come out, came out, I never looked into it because I figured it was $800 or more. No kidding. Because everything Neo Geo made was super pricey. Bonk is $200. Oh, Bonk's Revenge, $200 complete in box. Yeah, that's rough. TG16 needed to be released in '88, a year before Genesis, and marketed against the NES. Yeah. Yeah. I could see where it would do good there. Although NES just dominated. It'd be really hard to go up against the NES when it in its prime. Harold Ramis also worked at SCTV. Oh, good. Yeah. Wow. Forgot about that. Sega can't hold water next to Nintendo. In fact, that Sega USA was obsessed with sports titles screwed them. I mean, I think it helped them in some ways too. But eventually, yeah. Eventually, I think it, you know, because like I knew, well, like Evil Dan, sports guy, right, from this channel, and he loved the Sega Genesis because of the sports stuff on there. You know, he could care less about all the other stuff. Like, he'd play a game here and there, but it was all about those sports games. And so the Genesis, he thought that Genesis was for him. Dude never had Super Nintendo. I mean, sports has a big... Just look at the people who buy Madden every year, buying the same game over and over. It's like... It's a big part of it. You know, working at the video game store, Madden Day, when they'd announce Madden, holy crap. You know, you'd have a rush of like 200 people coming in to get Madden on one day. Whereas anything else came out, you know, even something like a Mario game, some awesome game, you might have 50 people. So there is a market for sports that's its own thing. At least back in the day when I worked at video game stores. Can you name one TurboGrafx 16 Hue card game that you cannot live without? Well, I can live without any of them. That's the thing. I don't need games to live. They're fun. But one that I can't live without? I mean... Like, you're asking like what the best one is? Hue card? Probably Bonk. Or Splatterhouse, something like that. There's probably some I don't even know about. Obviously the best title on TurboGrafx altogether would be, you know, Castlevania, I think. Do you have two black ones? What are you talking about? Alright, I don't know what this game's about, but we're going to get to Pac-Man, I think. And then Metal Slug. But this is cool, checking this out. Where is... There it is. They got a weird naming scheme in here. Pac-Man. I can't imagine Pac-Man being great. But, you never know. Could be the best Pac-Man ever made. I can live without anything, however, Life Force is pretty cool. Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Is this Mech Warrior on Pocket? Something like that. Running out of time, time is infinite. Oh, that's deep. That's deep. Error 404, game not found. That's funny. Alright, let me refresh the question. If you're on an island, and there's a game in the library of terrible graphic 16 games that you would want if you could only play that game. Yeah, I'd go with Castlevania. I know it's not a Hue card. If you read Ultimate History of Video Games or Console Wars, Sega of America's biggest problem was Sega of Japan. Yeah. Superstar Soldier. Yeah. I think I've played that. I don't remember it well. Was that on the The TurboGrafx Mini. Don't get me wrong, I love the Turbo, but I don't think games... I think the games had something to do with its demise. You know what was good on the TurboGrafx also was Adventure Island. The Adventure Island was pretty good too. Bonk, unless it's CD, then it's Castlevania. Yeah. I mean, I'd probably pick like Bonk 3 maybe or whatever, just because it was probably the most advanced one. LOL Sports Fanatic, brah. I know, Evil Dan. See, man, I know you. I got you. Got your back. Pockets. Hot pockets. Were your ears burning? If you look at the sports games on NES and Genesis was competing with the NES at the time, their sports game ran circles around NES and brought in new gamers. Yeah. I remember when Tommy Lasorda Sports Talk Baseball came out for Genesis. It was everything I could want in a video game. I was like, oh my god, this game is so good. They announced the players, they announced the plays. I was so infatuated with that game. You can have the CD attachment on an island. There's too much sand and it quit working. No! You get nothing, sir! Nothing! I said good day! Did anything ever happen with the fake Game Beaters YouTube channel you covered a while ago? Oh yeah, I don't know. I haven't checked into them for a long time. We should check up on them and see what's going on with them. That's funny that you remember them. I don't know if Pac-Man's working. I don't know what's going on. Come on, Pac-Man. Maybe I loaded it wrong. Maybe I did something wrong. We'll try one more time. I was talking a lot. But this is a game that's that said it would work. Load that. Hit that button. Hit this button. Load again. Get through this. Adventure Island was cool, yeah. What did Sega call their Hue cards for the Master System? That's a good question. I don't remember. I don't have any to even look at them and find out. I got your front, Evil Dan. Oh, geez, Slayer. The emojis, what? Man, YouTube let that through. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. Agreed. Yeah, I ain't mad about it. I think it's pretty interesting, actually. I think the more... like, some people get mad about parodies and stuff, but I think the more you have, the more people that are parodying you, the more you've made an impact, right? I guess Pac-Man's not working. Unfortunately. You should make your own spoof channel called The Game Cheaters. Yeah, we do that from time to time. I'll use a Game Genie to, you know, especially if I'm doing a review or something and I want to show later levels, I'll use a game skip or whatever, you know, a code to skip the levels so I can show some footage. I was thinking more mid to late 90s as far as sports titles. It was just more time spent on sports and new hardware. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't disagree with you, CPR. I think that they did spend a lot of stuff on sports. It got overwhelming. Didn't I tell you about the fake Game Beaters? You might have. It might have came from you. Game cheaters, game cheaters, game cheaters with your games. LOL, fake ass Game Beaters. It's hilarious. Their channel looked whack as food. Oh no. I know, Rudin. I tried, man. I tried. There's a couple that they said work that haven't so far. It might have something to do with the dock too, because, like I said, I played Baseball Stars. First thing I did was downloaded all the stuff, loaded it up, played it in handheld mode, and Baseball Stars worked. But as soon as I got on the dock, it doesn't work. So it might have something to do with the dock. And like I said, this is still in beta, so it's like only for his Patreons. We'll try Metal Slug though. First mission is supposed to work, so give it a shot. I think the reason Neo Geo Pocket didn't do as well is it was still monochrome despite debuting after the Game Boy Color, and the latter had hundreds of games backwards compatible. Right. I mean, plus Game Gear was out, which was full color backlit. Which is why I think they quickly dumped the idea and made a color one, but still. Oh, this looks like it could work. Metal Slug. First mission. Press a button. I'm not playing yet, I'm just... Metal Slug. I love how the ROM looks for the CMOS battery every load. Yeah, I mean that's the point of the FPGA is to get it as accurate as possible. And then, you know, the dev of this said that this is definitely not cycle accurate yet, so but oh, you can only shoot up, not diagonal. This ain't bad. It plays, the controls feel pretty good. Plays pretty well. The thing that maybe sucks is it's a bit hard to see. Like, this is where color would really come in handy, because just everything kind of looks like a gray blob. I like the knife too when you get close up. Oh, see? I didn't see that pumpkin sitting there. Good thing that tank can only shoot up. Oh! Knifed him. I don't remember black and white games being in high demand in '98. Yeah, no. In the words of AVGN, what were they thinking, right? What is going on here? Okay. Oh, you can just hop on them. Okay. Is this thing I'm in the Metal Slug? Isn't this what it is? It's a tank. Tunes are jazzy. Oh, you can duck? That's in the tank. Snake. Oh, you can blow up walls. Okay, I didn't know that. I could see this game being pretty fun. Basically, Plays like Metal Slug, it's just kind of hard to see some of the sprites. Ooh, airplanes. Got a bomb. This game is hard as shit. I haven't lost any life yet. Not saying it's not hard, I'm sure it gets there. They should really have a way to pause the game. Chugga, 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 chugga. Oh, that's kind of unfair. Man. Alright. Game over. You get 1 life? Oh, man. Yeah, also you can't save yet. I know that. It crashes. Yep, I just crashed it by trying to save. Let me catch up with you guys here. My top Neo Geo Color Pocket games are Sonic, Puzzle Bobble, Metal Slug, and Capcom Card Fighters. It's a good selection there. Metal Slug, that was fun. I think I'd like to get like the Mega Man if I had a chance. And probably the Sonic. If I was going to start collecting more cards for this. Might be something fun to look for at Midwest Gaming. I think it's funny that Neo Geo Pocket comes out and a year later they have a color one. Like, they couldn't have waited a year and made it better and released it stronger. Yeah. We're just spoiled rotten with companies like Nintendo, Sega, and Sony that seem to make a few errors like that, at least at the time. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, especially Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't... I was going to say Nintendo doesn't release consoles that aren't ready, but they do like to experiment, don't they? Where they'll come out with something like the Labo or something crazy, some crazy periphery thing that might work, might not, Power Glove and stuff like that. But like they're pretty solid when their consoles come out. Like, this is what we're going with. It works well. Except maybe the Wii U, but that was bad marketing. They should have called it something besides the Wii U. Come on. Everybody, including myself, thought it was like a Wii add-on. You agree that the game, the gray tones make it hard? Yeah. Neo Geo carts were stupid heavy too. AVGN weighed one in a video and said, "What the? When it weighed over 25 pounds? No way. No way does a Neo Geo cart weigh over 25 pounds. That's funny though. I've held one. They're probably 3 pounds, maybe. Next time you do a playthrough, I'd be interested to hear your take on Terminator for the Sega CD. It's a hidden gem a lot of people don't talk about. One of the best games on the system. Is that a side scroller? The only Terminator I can think of from that era was like the light gun game. So I don't know. If you haven't already done that game, I don't remember, to be honest. All Metal Slugs are hard. This one's easier, but it does get hard. That's what she said. Yep, one and done. Man, that sucks. I can imagine a Power Glove for the kids that own them. Smelled pretty awful. Oh. Yeah. Oh man, like all your friends come over and they're playing with this glove and eating Cheetos and all this nasty stuff. Your Power Glove, after a few weeks, like somebody ate some fried chicken or something and has old fried chicken grease on it. Woo! That can't be good. What's up, Michael Grutch Jr.? Well, look who it is. You're here with the Game Beaters, Michael. Welcome. Was the Neo Geo Pocket a 16-bit machine? That's a good question. It certainly doesn't seem like one. But I suppose, I mean, it does seem better than 8-bit, doesn't it? It does seem more, I don't know. It's a really good question. Hard to tell just by looking. A pound, maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Paps. Maybe, like, I mean, they're bulky for sure. I heard about Terminator, knew it was Chris. The game does look good. Yeah. Chris and Slayer and I, Chris from CPR, we're all in a chat, and that's all Chris has been talking about for days is Terminator. What's up, Cranable? Is that a new name, Martin Meyer? Welcome. I just recognized the avatar, so that's what... Oh, I see later on you say that you changed my YouTube name from Martin Meyer to Cranable. Right on. That's cool. If you want to try new games... If you want new games to try, I'll suggest them. What do you suggest, Michael? Always up to hearing from people what they want to see. Terminator's a side-scroller shooter, has a bitchin' soundtrack. It was like Contra mixed with Alien 3 gameplay. It was really good. Alright, that sounds promising. Plus, Terminator name attached to it. Sounds like you couldn't go wrong. My issue with this system is black and white does create difficulty of knowing what is what. I'd be interested in seeing the color version. Yeah. And when they release a color version, we'll try this again. Because I'm sure more games will be compatible. I want to try that Sonic. I want to try Mega Man. Neither of those are playable on here, I don't think. I know I tried loading up Sonic earlier and it didn't work. Maybe Mega Man does. I'll find out. But I think Mega Man's strictly a color game. But I just want to know anyway. Just my own personal... I know it's not Mega Man here. It's Rockman. Good old Rockman. What's up, Dan Rockman? Alright, we hit that. We hit this. Load the game back in. I saw him stream Terminator as well. Fun stream. Go check it out, peeps. Right on. Guilty. Sugary Spire. Never heard of that. Oh wow. We do have a Rockman that works. I think this is Rockman. Look at this. Whoa, roll. Put those things away. That's a weird shirt. It's a weird shirt that she's wearing. I mean, look over here. Look at that. Come on. Or is that a shirt? Maybe it's like goggles pulled down. I don't know what that is. Kind of a oddly big Popeye forearm there too. But hey, I'm not here to judge. Let's see. Do I want to be Mega Man? Do I want to be Bass? Or forgot this guy's name. We're going with OG Mega Man. I'm digging the music. I love Mega Man so much. I don't... Whoa. just such a fun idea for a game. It's basically like boss rush the game, but a bit Street Fighter-y too. Got him. You win. It's a fan game of Pizza Tower. Oh, that sounds fun, dude. That sounds fun. I like Pizza Tower. Proto Man. Okay, that's the name, Proto Man. Thank you. You've probably done it, but I'd love to see the whole Game Gators crew play Groove Troop. We've played it. We were trying to, like, understand it. We just were doing, like, a random SNES thing once and played it. Oh. This is almost like the arcade. I'm digging the music. Cannot lie. This is like the title screen for Mega Man 2. Yeah, I'm definitely getting this game for the Pocket. Why wouldn't I? This is so me. May stream it again, almost delete all your streams. You can stream anything again regardless. Sometimes people, Chris, sometimes people like when people just stream a single game. And, you know, you just do whatever you want, basically. You'll find your peoples. Maybe not many peoples, but you'll find your peoples. The only thing that sucks about this that doesn't make it a Mega Man game is, like, you don't have you don't gain other people's powers. Do you? If so, I'm not getting how. He got me. Rockman and Bass on the Wonder Swan is an actual Mega Man game and not a one-on-one fighting game. Oh, that's cool. I'd like to play that too. Wonder Swan's another underrated handheld console. Yeah. Wonder Swan's something I've never messed with. So that'd be a fun one to if someone would, like, come out with a core for it or something. Well, that's pretty cool. I like this game. There's an arcade of this game too, which I really like. Thankfully, you can get better made Game Gears now, considering the originals drain batteries faster than Dracula could ever hope to. Yeah? This is impressive, like, for the speech it has, but I mean, maybe it's a 16-bit system. Who knows? Any other games before we go to Q&A? This Mega Man looks like Mega Man X on SNES, sort of, but like the original Mega Man on NES. Yeah, it's got some elements. The Mega Man game is one of the most expensive games on the Pocket. Dang, of course it is. Of course. Hey, chat, or Dan, do you guys know if this core plays color games? It does not yet, but I believe some people have access to a color version. He has a thing on his Patreon that said, don't use the color yet. It'll crash your system and stuff like that, but I know that a couple people are testing the color stuff. I was just thinking that no powers from being enemies. Yeah, and that's one of the essential Mega Man things, right? I mean, we don't have to play games from that. Neo Turf Masters Pocket. All right, we'll try that. We'll try that. Neo Turf Masters. R2, King of Fighters. Wonder Swan is a treasure trove of RPGs. You'd have to track down the translated ROMs. Is there like a big ROM hacking translation scene for Wonder Swan? Let's hope it works. Fingers crossed. I have no idea what this game even is. Dana sent a Terminator video to the chat. I'm gonna roll. Hey man, thanks for hanging. It's been fun. I'll catch you in a while. R2, King of Fighters. GBA's 32. Yeah. I mean, this really feels like more than 8-bit, right? Unless it just has access to a lot more memory. Oh, golf. Gotta like some golf. Got my nieces and nephew Game Boy player for Christmas since the Retron 5 sucks at playing repo carts. Right on. That's a good gift. Neo Geo Pocket's 16-bit system and GBA is 32. I knew GBA was 32. But thank you for looking that up. Because I was curious the entire time. Like, is it? What is it? Let's see. I want to be a young hero, a techman, a putt master. I'll be this dude because he's from Arizona. Grand Canyon, huh? We all know how exciting golf is. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the meters mean yet. But that didn't seem like a great shot. But it's on the fairway, so... Am I supposed to get it in the L? What am I supposed to do? Not in the sand! Oh... How easy is it to set up the analog pocket for the cores? It's not hard at all, especially if you get, the community's made an analog pocket updater, and that's all I did. You plug in the updater, and you hit run, everything just downloads directly onto your card, ready to play. Okay. So that doesn't work. Oh, I did it again. Yeah, you gotta get it on the dot there. That makes sense. Right into the other bunker, right? Neo Turf Masters, at least for the MVS AES, is regarded as some of the best golf games in video games. But if golf isn't your thing, this won't be, or could make you one. No, I like golf games. Come on, that's not too far? Oh, come on. Alright, I get to putt. This makes you want to hit the course? We should hit the course sometime, Dan. Look at that. Sank that hole. Triple bogey. Yeah, oh, I'm learning the game here. The Mister's like 100 times easier to set up than a RetroPie. Pocket's about 10 times easier than the Mister. That seems fair. That seems fair. RetroPie is such a... There's so much jank with the RetroPie. Like, it's good if you can get it going and get it going right. But, it's definitely not perfect. Oh, that was not the best hit. Evil Dan is the man. It's true. Well, we'll probably go to Q&A here. If you guys got any questions, I'm gonna go to Q&A right after this hole. So, love to hear what you got. Put them up in the chat now, if you don't mind. Look at that! Oh, too far. Dang. A little too far out in the rough. That is rough. 18 yards, huh? Oh, it hit the pole. Bounce off the pole. I'll take it. Yeah. Got the par. This was a good call. Play this. Oh, did I do it too hard? No, perfect. Perfect lay. Look at that. This golf game seems real fun. It is pretty fun. I'll agree with you there. Dunked it. Christopher, so the original Neo Geo Pocket never came out in the US, only the Pocket Color did? I don't know about that. I thought they both did. I could be wrong. But, I mean, feel free to look it up and let us know. Oh, look at that. Perfect shot. Gave me a little cinema scene. Maybe we'll look it up after. We'll do that for the Q&A. We'll look it up. Because I'm sure that was one of your Q&A questions, probably. Whoa, that almost was in the bad area there. It's in the rough, but not the... Come on. Get on the green. Oh. Oh, get in there. Go. Oh, oh. Oh, man, right on the edge of the hole. Just tap it in. A little taparoo. A little taparoony. Alright, we gotta go to Q&A because we got 10 minutes left. So... here we are, end of the night, 10 minutes to hang out with you guys. Let me catch up on the chat here. If you guys have any questions, now's a good time to ask. It could be anything you want to ask. It doesn't have to be about Neo Geo, but you ask, we answer. Let's see. Setting up the Pocket is basically download the downloader, put it on the SD, run it, and then add ROM. Super simple. Yeah, exactly, Paps. Yeah, that's basically it. It couldn't be any easier. Mister's gotten easier like that too. When I first started out with Mister, I was like an early adopter, and it was like the Pi basically. You're trying to throw ROMs here and there. Does this work? Where is everything located? It was a bit of a rough go at first, but now with the updaters and stuff, it's way easier. I thought it did too. I just looked up and said it didn't come out here until they released the color, so now I'm confused. That is confusing. Huh. Yeah, because when I looked it up too, and I thought, doesn't the wiki say... Yeah, I guess the wiki just says release date October 28th, 98 in Japan. There's no US release date. But what's weird is the original run of games for the US were the not color ones. Right? So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that too. What a confusing console. But yeah, that's the best I can do with that answer. I don't really know. The original Neo Geo never made it to the Western market, only the colored one. Okay. Alright. How bad is snow? Dick Knot live stream tonight. We got a couple, we might have a foot of snow out there, at least. I wonder what let me look it up. I just want to see how much snow we've got. If I can find it. I don't know. There's a lot. It's at least a foot, if not more. But I could not find the details on that. Freakin4 asks, what modern console game would you say is equal to or better gameplay than a retro one? Well, here's what I think about the modern consoles. I think that the Xbox and PlayStation, I see very little difference. Like, the only reason I get both of them is for the exclusive games that you can only get. I want to try those games usually. Like with PlayStation, I wanted to try Spider-Man. Xbox, I don't even have a preference, right? So to say that they like play better, they play the same to me. I mean, I could say Sony might have a bit more of a more comfortable controller, maybe. That's a hard one. Slightly more comfortable controller, but as far as like gameplay goes, they're basically the same. Unless you're counting the Switch in there too, which I think the Switch has the crappiest controller. Those little nubs that they give you with the Switch. No, unless you got a Pro controller. Let's see here. Old Dirty Gamer says, only the color came out in the US. And the wiki says, wiki wild. Wiki mentions that the original Neo Geo Pocket only came out in Japan and Hong Kong. I would say closer to maybe 3 feet of snow, Danby. I'm telling you, like I was being like conservative by saying a foot. But I don't want to go over. I don't want to make it seem like it's like up to my neck or something, but it's deep. It's shitty out there. Evil Dan says at least a foot, I would bet. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Over a foot, but yeah. About there. Somewhere in there. And it's coming down like crazy, so like visibility is like 0 if you're driving, stuff like that. I wouldn't want him to come in this, right? Like he could get killed, and I don't need, we don't need that. We need boots around for next week. Dan, you got me open my wallet to buy NES homebrews lately. Thanks for your great NES homebrew coverage. Hey, I'm glad that you're finding games you like. I'm glad that to support the creators of these homebrew games. I love the NES, so it works out for all of us. So I appreciate you saying that, though. It's nice to know that, the work I'm doing is not for nothing. Raiden is a series of shoot-em-ups. Right. Yeah, it sounded fun when he was saying I should play those. What do you think the road conditions would be like early in the morning? Well, it's supposed to keep snowing all night, as far as I know. And I haven't seen any plows here. I don't know about where you're at, but I haven't seen anything. Dan B, where's Evil Dan? Tell him I said hi. He's in the chat here, buddy. I'm sure he can see you saying hi right now. But yeah, Evil Dan. Nicholas Sanford says hi. 2 consoles for the rest of your life, and access to every game for that system. No backwards compatible answers. Ah, see, that's where I always go to, right? It's like the, because it's like, well, I'll take the PS5 because it can play all the PS4 games, and then you've got all the compilations and everything that's current, right? So it's like, you take one of those systems, the most modern system. But does that not count? That's the thing. Am I allowed to play compilations? Because I still got all my Mega Mans and all these, access to most of these games. I wish it would snow here instead of just raining. We need a blizzard. Just go to Dairy Queen, dude. They got blizzards at Dairy Queen. That was bad. Apologize for that. My favorites are Best Def Adventures and World and the Meeting. That's cool. Yeah, I like. I'm trying to think of what Wordy is or Wordle is. The Meeting's fun. I just recently played that for the video. I really like that game. The full game's going to be pretty good, I think. And Best Def Adventures, just a fun platformer. But I can't think of what that Wordle is. But that's cool. Compilations are fine, just no PS3 games on your PS5. Gotcha. Yeah, so I would probably do PS5 or Xbox One X, something like that. Most likely PS5 because I have way more PS4 and PS5 games than I do have Xbox. I'm just looking at my games right now. So yeah, I'd go modern. Even though I'd be missing out on a lot of NES games, right? Like no Marios. Man, that's tough. But I think there's just more entertainment value on the desert island, stuck with the entire library of PS5 games and PS4. It's kind of the same thing. It's not even backwards compatible. It's just a PS5 is just like a more powerful PS4 basically. I don't want to go to work in the morning. Well, I hear you. I got lucky. My job was like, you can work from home today. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going out of this. We'll see what happens tomorrow, though. I agree, Dan B. I have a difficult time saying there are modern console games that are better or equal to retro consoles. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to even just... They're not really comparable. Do most modern NES homebrews work on the EverDrive N8 Pro? I just got one I haven't been able to get. And Guana, Scourge of the Goblin King to play on it. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I have an EverDrive N8. And that plays on there just fine. Yeah. I actually met the dev from that, and I'm one of his patrons on his Patreon, and I was able to have early access to that, and yeah, it plays great on my EverDrive. So I don't know what the problem is. Maybe did you get other games to play, or is it just that one that's not playing well? Perhaps you got a bad ROM, something like that. Wordle has been re-released by Broke Studios. Has Nordle, where you have 6 tries to find a 5-letter word. Okay, so it's a word game. That makes sense. That could be fun. I could see it where that's fun. As Deadpool said, you can't spell assassin without sin and twice the sass. Nice. I thought that was going to be like an ass joke, but... Are there that many PS5 games? Well, I kind of count my PS4 library as PS5. Because, I mean, basically, I got the PS5 and just kind of tossed my PS4 in the closet, never to be seen again. Because they play the same, right? Like, some of the games even are like, buy this and you have both versions, that kind of thing. Where they'll just kind of... like you buy the PS4 version, and then it upgrades it graphically to the PS5 version. It's just like it's like they're the same system, just more powerful. At least that's how it seems to me. I don't know that as a fact. It's done snowing till Friday, but now it's going to get windy, and that's not good at all. Oh. Danby like prototype series only Xbox 360. I don't really know what your question is there, but yeah, I like Xbox 360. I had one for a little bit when it first came out, and it had the red ring of death. Quickly, it was one of those that like died in 6 months, and I just was like, screw Xbox. And I hated it for a long time, and finally I came across a good deal where someone sold me a bunch of Xbox 360s for really cheap, and their game collection. So I have like 3 of them now. What do you do for a living? I bet you're a probation officer. No. I just manage a apartment complex. Nintendo won in the US and Japan anyway. Sega kicked their butts 2 generations in a row in Europe. Yeah? He's a foot model. That's right. Got the feets. Got them good looking feets. You can't see him. You gotta pay. Sorry, watching a game. Sorry, playing a game while watching that uses a number pad. Oh. Like on your phone, you're playing a phone game? That's cool. I'm an only feet millionaire. It is weird. Like I saw some girl posted a picture on social media. And I saw it on my personal social media, and like she's wearing this dress and everything, and people were like, "You're showing your feet. You can't do that for free," and stuff like that. It's like, oh man, who even thinks of this stuff? It's pretty funny though. All right, guys, I'm about to wrap it up here. If you have any more questions, get them in there real quick. Otherwise, I'm out. Danby needs to make a new prototype video game. Who, me? Me make a video game? Be cool. I've thought about it. I messed around with some stuff, but yeah. Have a good night, my friend. You too, Paps. Thanks for coming in. It's been good hanging with you. Been good hanging with everybody, actually, so this is a lot of fun. Hopefully next week we'll be back with Dick Boots, and we'll get things going from there. Hey, what's up, Linda? Just in time to say see you later. Take care, everybody. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll catch you next time, Linda, and I'll be watching for your videos as well. So, take care, guys. See you next week. And if you don't mind, share that NES video if you have a chance. Love to get that out there more. Spread the word on new NES games. Catch you later. Bye!